right now I'm just kind of waiting, staying in the gym, waiting to see like who's the next Vic. Like I said, I'm here to take over the 140 division. Fuck the Devin Haney's, fuck the Ryan Garcias, fuck the Teofimo Lopez, is the Richardson. Like I've been saying to these guys when they was getting a shine, and I was on the shelf with Mail of Emotions, and I wasn't getting my just due. I said when I get on the scene, these guys is gonna have to see me, and now I'm here. They gotta see me. That's it. They gotta see me. The people who gonna be calling for the fight, and that's it. Like and I said before, like I feel like I'm one of the best. So if anybody feel away, they gotta come shut me up.
Welcome to Bodywork. Welcome back. It's Michael Rogers. Welcome to Bodywork Boxing. I want to talk about a card real quick that they're calling Fatal Fury. And ironically, it might be a double entendre because a lot of these cards and the outcomes of what's to be expected might be fatal for some of these guys. Even though I don't agree with, you know, the card in general, they are stacked with some names. You got Devin Haney coming off of the Ryan debacle where everybody saw what happened, but then there were allegations and things found, and so he get a mulligan from me. But picking Jose Ramirez is right in line with what I always said about Devin and how he always liked those cougars. He liked those older fighters, you know, and we don't know who Jose Ramirez is, being that he got outboxed by Arnold Barbosa, who was on deck at the first press conference when Devin told Ryan that if you mess up, this is gonna be my backup. I'm gonna fight them. Ryan pulls his card, comes in overweight, comes in with all the shenanigans, wind up beating him up, you know, and he should have just called his bluff and sat him on the sideline and actually fought Arnold Barbosa, right? But now he got a Jose Ramirez. One in which people say Jose Ramirez hasn't been the same guy for a couple years now, either from inactivity or having to suck down in weight. Well, now you don't have to worry about the weight. This is at welterweight. This could be a banana peel. Then you got Arnold Barbosa coming off a tight, close victory over Jack Catterall where he edged it. Catterall was catching him with the more powerful shots, but Arnold Barbosa was the more technical fighter. But the fight before that, he got his ears boxed off by the guy from across the pond, right? So we don't really know who Arnold Barbosa is, right? And Teo could fall victim to Arnold Barbosa because he fights to his level of competition. We've seen where he turns up against opponents like Lomachenko. We've seen where he'll turn up against the Josh Taylor. But then we also seen where he can turn down against the Steve Claggett. When he can get outboxed by Jermaine Ortiz in the business of boxing, awards him a decision. Which Teofimo is going to come in? Is it going to be one that respects Arnold Barbosa, right? Or one that doesn't respect Arnold Barbosa, and Arnold Barbosa takes his opportunity very seriously and upsets the apple cart and actually ruins Teo because he has bigger plans. I think he's looking ahead, and Arnold Barbosa can actually make his name. If Arnold Barbosa is to make his name off of Teo, he could upset all of the plans, right? So we got to keep a close look because he's been talking a lot of smack towards Teo. Some people say he might be intimidating Teo. Who knows? Then it brings us to Ryan and Rolly. You know, Ryan, a fit Ryan, a focused Ryan, you know, that's probably could be. He had the potential to actually live up to be like the next Oscar. A focused, determined, inside of the ring, boxing oriented, not social media oriented type fighter, and Ryan would be dangerous for any opponent because of his height, his range, his power, his speed, you know, things like that. He has the image, but he hasn't always been the most focused. But we've seen what he's capable of doing, you know, by watching him fight a boxer in Devin, right? Seeing what he was able to do a little bit for a little while until Tank caught up to him, right? But he's fighting Rolly, a guy who is kind of like a wild card of sorts. Kind of wild, has a lot of power, very rugged, can get rough, can rough you up. This can be a banana peel. If Ryan is not focused and he goes into the taco shell and Rolly starts hitting him in the back and catching him in the liver and, just hitting him wherever he can in that time, it can get very dangerous until Ryan comes out, squares up, and actually boxes the way we know his potential could be, right? I think that all three of these fights could be banana peels. But I think they should have named this card Funny Business. Because Richardson Hitchins is always finding himself on the outside looking in. Always vying for his spot. Always vying for his credit. People act like the man don't even have a belt, when he actually beat the man who beat the man in Subriel Matias. And when you look at Subriel Matias, not getting any fights, he didn't get an opportunity at Devin. He didn't get an opportunity at Teo. Cruz, he really didn't get an opportunity for those guys, right? But as soon as he lost his belt, he got kicked to the side. Do you notice something that's in common with Subriel Matias and Richardson Hitchins? I do. I smell funny business, man. I've been looking at this thing, man, and I think that, man, 40 is an interesting division. It's my division. It's the one I've been paying attention to the most. And I think with Puelo, Gary Antoine, those guys and all these guys mixing it up, I think that there could be much more competitive fights, much more legacy-defining fights than what we're actually getting right here. In which I think that any one of these three fights that they have on this card could wind up being a banana peel. That's just my first initial look. I'm wondering with Turkey and the new news, whether or not, what's going to happen with this. Where did this go? Does it happen? With Turkey turning over this new leaf, a leaf that we've already shown when I said that he was the Trojan horse. But who am I? Anyways, I would love to get your thoughts in your comments. Talk to me. I talk back. Thanks for choosing Bodywork Boxing. But we don't take things for face value. We do that body work.